Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. You know, I'm back here again. And you know, I always say this again and again and again and again. I'm here with me and some of my friends, this Prince Akeem.
And this is your man, Ronnie Ron, in the house.
And this your buddy, New Jordanero. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah, this one, guys, this one is my guest today because this one, I'm not going to lie, I saw her on IG and I couldn't believe it. A woman actually doing men and women hair, grooming. And it's looking nice, looking sharp. I was like, bro, the tape is to the T. I was like, oh my God, I had to interview her. I was like, no, I can't. And Jordan, I was like, yo, we got to bring her on the show. You know, she goes by the name of Mshairconnoisser. She's right here on the panel. She was about to go in. We got to ask her some questions. I want to know how it feels to be a woman to do hair like that. It's just amazing, bro.
No, definitely. I still a little bit skeptical. I've never seen a barber look that fine. I never seen a barber look that fine. Like, especially nailing niggas up looking like that. So we're gonna hear from the young lady.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Well, what is the question again?
Yeah, yo. So, like, tell us about yourself. What made you decide to do hair, especially in that type of profession? Because you know it's very competitive when it comes to men. Yeah. But to see one in that profession, it's like, what made you decide to do that?
Well, I started off doing hair at the age of 11. My mom, she's been doing hair, so from her doing hair since I was a kid, she taught me the trade, and I just carried it on from there, to be honest. Like, I kind of stopped when I was 18 because I was just like bored with doing the same thing, and I wanted to just like try new things. So I tried modeling, and the money that I was getting from doing hair wasn't adding up with modeling. So I was just like, you know what? Let me go back to this profession. What made me get to hair barbering? My uncles, they're barbers as well. One is the owner at the Village Flea Market, not at the Village Flea Market, at the Lauderhill Mall. And he's a nurse, so he's more so like just owning the shop itself. But he taught me how to cut hair at 12. And just by me remembering him, showing me how to like tape up the hair, showing me how to just do the basic thing, like a basic cut and a shape up. That was my go-to when I first started cutting hair. So I started taking the haircut serious, say 2 years ago or 3 years ago. After the pandemic, I was watching nothing but barbering tutorials. 360 Jeezy definitely inspired me a lot when it comes to haircuts. How detailed he is, how passionate he is, and how confident he is into his craft. So that right there made me say, you know what, I want to go to barbering school. And I end up going to barbering school. So that's what really got me into it.
Okay. Can I say so, go, Hakeem?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So going into cutting this hair, was it difficult to build a clientele of doing hair by women? Is it difficult building clientele for men, easy, or?
Well, when it came, like, it's weird for me because I don't know about other people, but it was weird for me because as me being a stylist at first, like, again, as I said, like, I left it at 18, then I came back. So when I left it at 18, I had a bunch of clients. And by me having a bunch of clients, you know, that now me leaving, like, the clients is like, okay, she's not taking it serious. So now I'm coming back. So me coming back, I'm not gonna lie, it was so hard. It was so hard for me to like gain back clients and stuff. And I was just wondering, like, damn, why am I not getting clients and just being frustrated? So now me becoming a barber, it's the same thing. So it's like, okay, how am I gonna go about finding clients? And I ended up just knowing what I knew, which is word of mouth. So I would definitely go to anybody I see. If I'm catching the bus, when I used to catch the bus or the train, and let them know, hey, I'm going to school. I go to this, I go to Hollywood Institute, and if you like, I could give you a free cut. And I've picked up a few clients there, or during my break at school, I'll pick up a few clients. And it's just weird, like how I maintain those type of clients through word of mouth and through, I guess, through my personality, because they like the conversations we have. But I started also picking up clients through a booking app, and that really, 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 really helped a lot, honestly.
No, definitely. I just want to commend you, because you want to know why? Because you know they say, you know the whole cliche, they say women can't do what men do sometimes. And
Yeah.
You really just knocking that misconception out the box. You feel what I'm saying?
It's, don't say it's just me though, because you have a lot of female barbers out here. Not in Florida, but up north.
Oh, you do, but that's the thing. What do you think the typical female barber image is? I don't want to say their name, but they're a little bit more masculine. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
They're a little bit more masculine, but to see a woman like you who's very feminine, who's very dressy with it, and you seem very nice, you know, I do got to give you that. I got to give you credit for that. You know what I mean? And I do want to ask you, did any other guys made it hard for you, especially working in it, probably because you work at the barbershop in Cooper City, yeah?
Yes.
You know, did anybody make you feel kind of like intimidated, or did they question your skills, or was they kind of shocked to see you up in there?
So Cooper City isn't the shop that I started in. I really started in Miami. Me working in Miami now, and me letting the owner know, hey, I no longer want to be a stylist. I want to do both. Which I should never told him. I should have just did it, because I'm paying him my booth rent. So but I'm just respectful. So anywho, he was the guy that definitely gave me a hard time when I first started. And like I explained to you guys, I really didn't know much about cutting hair. I only knew about just low boys and tape.
Mm-hmm.
So by me just being me, I will pick up some of the clients in the shop, and I'll let them know, hey, look, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying. So he would be getting upset at the fact that people would literally sit in my chair and get a haircut. And it wasn't just him, it was the other guys also. So when I'll be cutting a head, one person, like I'll be cutting, say if I'm doing a blowout. And this is when I just started learning how to fade. So by me just learning and just looking at the different textures, one barber one day ended up just taking my clippers out my hand and just start doing the cut for me, and end up taking the client. So
oh wow.
By me seeing it, and it's not just that, it was just not there. It was, I went from Miami to Hollywood, and it was just, the same. It was like I seen a difference from when I left. So when I moved from one bad situation, I seen a difference. So the guys in Miami were intimidated by me, but by me moving and showing these people, like, look, I love what I do. I'm passionate in what I do, and I'm determined. It's like they feel the energy. They let back. So now that I'm in Cooper City, and I explained to the owner, what I went throughout these two different shops that I left. He's not like that. He's more so of a mentor for me. And don't get me wrong, he's kind of annoying, but he's more so of a mentor for me. Saying, let me know, like, hey, look, I see where you're trying to go. I see your vision. Now I'm giving you this push. And I appreciate him for it.
No, that's beautiful. We gotta give him a shout out. Give him a shout
Yeah, his name is Javier.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, definitely.
No, but how do you?
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Hakeem. Go ahead.
No, I know you say you was a hairstylist. Did you also go to cosmetology school as well? Do you have your cosmetology license?
Yes, I had it. I had it at 16, but just because I didn't renew it, I didn't have the knowledge to renew it because I was going to barbering school, and I was like, okay, we could do braids. I can do everything else that I can do as a cosmetologist, except for perming hair. That's it. And to be honest with you, those two licenses, I believe they should just come together because the only thing cosmetologists cannot do is use a straight razor. She can cut hair, she can do everything. She just can't use a straight razor.
Okay.
Yeah. You should be the one to try to enforce that, put it into law.
Yeah, that's what I was definitely thinking about that, but I was just like one thing at a time first. I want to get my business and everything first.
Oh, I have a question for you. So I know, I know you have kids, like you cut kids' hair too. Do you see yourself building more clienteles with the kids or people in their 20s and 30s, or so I know with kids, like I said, I know that when they like I know from when I get my haircut as a kid, I get comfortable with that barber, and and I stay at that barber for a long, long time. How do you get that, get that comfort for the kids to build that long-term clientele, so when they get to their teenagers, all that type of stuff?
Right. Well, let me tell you about kids. I love them. Don't get me wrong, right? But I can't cut all kids' heads. Especially the ones, that are moving, the ones that are really young, like 2 years old or so. I can't cut their hair. But if they're like 6 and up, I'm good with that. So the 6 and up, how I deal with them is I feel the little kid's energy. I ask them little questions because I watch cartoons too. I have a 10-year-old little brother, and my daughter, she's 5, she's gonna be 6. So any cartoons they watching, I'm watching. And I ask them like, hey, what about this cartoon? You know about this cartoon? And that's how I open my conversations with the kids. And I just ask them what they want to be when they grow up and stuff like that. And especially the teenagers, that I really like to have conversations with because, right now, the way social media is, it's just like kind of messing up these kids' heads. So I also ask teenagers questions like, yo, if they're in the 9th grade or whatever grade, and I ask them, hey, when you get older, what would you like to be? And if I hear I don't know what I want to be, then that's when I, just try to put some knowledge into them and let them know, like, have an open mind and, research and learn about yourself. Get to know who you are first, because you probably don't know who you are. You don't know what you like. So that's what I do to open up conversations with kids and teenagers.
Now that's what's up. Let me ask you something. What is one thing you wish you had known before you jumped into the barbering career?
Well, the one thing I wish I would have known is when I came out of high school, I wish I would have kept up with the people that I went to school with. That's it. But I show love all the time from a distance. I'm weird, so it's like I'm introvert and extrovert, whatever that crap is, the extrovert.
No, you were saying it right. Introvert and an extrovert, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm both. So I have one moment whenever I'm like in thinking mode, I'm an introvert. when I'm into determination, I'm extrovert because I'm trying to pick up people. But I wish I would have continued to keep up with the people that I knew from high school. But it's life, so hey.
No, definitely. So building clientele, like keeping up with clientele. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know if the fellas had a question. I didn't want to jump right in. Go ahead.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
So how was, now, you know, do you ever have like a lot of single moms coming? How was the mother's reaction to seeing somebody in there, a woman? You know what I mean?
Love it. They love it. Some don't, some do. Most of them, the majority of them, which is also Black women, which what I, love and stuff. They really love the fact that they're seeing me cut hair. They even sometimes like, hey girl, you could braid my hair and stuff like that too. So I get love from single moms. I get love.
No, but you also mentioned some don't. So let's talk about this. Some don't. Why you say some of them don't like it when you cut hair? Just probably because you're attractive about what it is.
Maybe, and I don't really think so. I really think it's more so, they just used to a man cutting hair. They like, what the hell are you doing? You're not supposed to be in a man's position, or, if they were used to a barber already cutting their son's hair, and then boom, they have a new barber, or, and it's a female. They're like, I never seen a woman cut hair, and you sure you could do this? You know what I mean? For instance, like last week, I had this kid come in, and the mom, like, I swear to God, this lady looked like a deer in headlights. She was shocked, and she didn't want to get up, or her son didn't want to get up, and I'm like, okay, y'all gonna get this haircut or what? So the kid just came in the chair, he was just like scared, and he was 14 years old. And I'm just asking him questions so he can be comfortable. So I'm like, hey, what school you go to? And he's like, huh? And I was like, what school do you go to? And then he told me he goes to Cooper City High and stuff like that. So I'm asking him more deeper questions as he get comfortable with his haircut. Mm-hmm. And then I told him, I said, close your eyes. He was like, why? I was like, because you never know, gonna mess you up or you're gonna look good. So close your eyes.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. It works.
Yeah, it works because the mom, she's laughing because she knows the haircuts it looks good. Because the mom, I swear, listen, when the kid got up, she got up. And she didn't leave my side not one time.
Wow.
So I'm in my mind like, yo, I'm praying. I'm like, God, please don't let this lady go off on me. Or please don't let her have like this irritating energy. If so, God, just remove it. Like, just remove it. And thank God, she stood there. She watched me cut the hair. And she ended up, she was smiling. She loved it. She got my card. I turned the kid around. He was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah. I said, never underestimate a woman or anybody. Just know that when you put your mind to something, you're able to do it.
That's right.
You're right about that.
That's how I picked them up.
So for me, it's like being, a barber stylist. What do you see yourself in the next 4 or 5 years? Do you see yourself work? Keep continuing the building, or maybe possibly open up a shop, or?
Well, I see myself in 5 years actually owning my business and it's being franchised.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Hey, just keep pushing it. I believe you. Just keep pushing it. Anything's possible.
It's rarely when you hear a woman talk like power moves. You don't hear no nigga barber talking like that.
No, but I can't always tell you these women are on the come up. They're working 10 times harder than the men. You get what I'm saying?
I see that.
And after that, Hakeem, I don't think nothing sexier than a woman doing a man's hair. I'm being honest.
No.
I think women should be doing hair.
I definitely believe you on that, though. I definitely believe you on that. I want to ask you, what 3 people? And yeah, I think you probably already answered this, but I like to go into this because we have women who watch this, and I want women to know, like, what was your focus for you to hone in on you getting the way you got to go? What is the 3 people that most influence you?
I'm gonna tell you my daughter first.
Give her a shout out.
Definitely my daughter, for sure. Treasure Wilson. My mom, for sure. Because she definitely was my rock behind everything. And the last person was my mentor at the time, for sure. So me feeling like I want to quit, those were the 3 people that actually pushed me to not quit.
Wow.
But what made you think, what gave you the thought in your head that you wanted to quit? Is it because you didn't get the clientele? Is it because you were putting doubts in your head? Or is it you yourself and your own insecurity?
I believe it was me seeing me having a goal, seeing the goal, going for the goal, and just having difficulties in between it. So I had crazy situations, so difficulties in between it definitely had me feeling like, hey, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. Or when I was in a barber shop and I was having people, for instance, take the clipper out my hand, or take my client, and they act like they called me but they didn't call me. Stuff like that, made me felt like I wanted to quit. But then when I open up my book that I write my goals in or my ideas in, I'll be like, what the hell you quitting for? You gonna wake up and somebody else gonna do it.
I love that. I love to hear that, baby. That's very inspirational. Very inspirational.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you something.
That's real.
No,
I won't say that's real.
It's very real, because you don't hear. These are the things that people need to hear. You know what I mean? You don't hear these type of things to know that, you know what I mean, even you felt a point where you was low at the point in that. And one thing I want to say this, it's hard for women, especially dealing with men in a very male dominant space. So I can only imagine how, if there's not at least one man to nurture you or support you and stuff like that, a lot of women do quit. A lot of women do quit in a lot of positions, constructions. They do stuff. They see men overlook them. They say, "Oh, what's she doing here? She coming to take the job." You know what I mean? So I can understand, you know, for you to do that, and we got to support our sisters on whatever they got to do. You know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, and this is, listen. If you go back and listen to a lot of our episodes, our main client that we interview are women, because we try to.
I actually listen to your episodes.
So, you know what I mean? We promote a lot of women business here, because we think that Black women always, one thing we know as men here, Black women get overshadowed. And that's something we want to try. We want to try to put them in front of men, because, you know, men are going to always be here, regardless of however it's going to look. But a woman tend to don't get her talents, skills appreciated. Understand that, look, you're a barber and you're a full-time mom.
Right.
You see that's something nobody ain't gonna talk about. You're a full-time mom, and I know you probably a full-time single mom. Who knows? And I'm just,
yes, I am.
You see what I'm saying? So that's triple the work. So that's even more, like 10 times on top of that we have to appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you.
You have to appreciate you. I do want to ask you this. If you was in my shoes, Ms. Concierge, what do you think that I didn't ask you that I should have asked you? If you was in my shoes, what should I have asked you?
I felt like you should have asked. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead. You're supposed to cut me off.
I felt like you didn't ask me who am I really who are my audience that I am trying to capture.
Okay.
And the main people, which I do cater to women and men, but I mostly cater to men. That's what I want to let that out there. I mostly cater to men. I do cater to women. Don't get me wrong, because I have the women that come to me for colors and cuts. But my whole idea of me being first becoming a barber is to dedicate it to nothing but men. And the reason why is because most men don't know how to self-care. And I want to teach that.
That's true. That's very true.
That's true.
So I do facials, I do I do haircuts, I do all of that, and I give massages in between my services. So I make sure you guys really feel good, you know, be relaxed and everything, and look good at the same time. So yeah, that's what you didn't ask me.
Okay.
Sign me up today. Sign me up.
It sounds like you do it. That's like luxury service. I tip my hat to that.
It is.
That is luxury service right there.
Listen, I do want to ask you this.
Service that's affordable.
Listen, I want to ask you this. How many of them niggas tried to give you their number after you done lined them up? Hey, take this number now.
I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot, but
oh, I could tell you doing all. Yeah, I know them niggas like
in different ways. Like they're not rude or anything, and I appreciate them for that. But
I can't. There's nothing more sexier than a woman doing your hair.
Yeah, it is, but listen. There's a difference with her. I've looked at your pictures, miss. You look really nice. So I know niggas is looking as you lining them up like, okay, I'm gonna put down after she finishes this cut. I'm gonna put down.
You know what's funny? I have business cards, right?
Yeah.
But I have the business cards going straight to the shop. So they think it's my number, but it's not. And behind my business card is my app my booking app. So if you're interested in me, you're gonna book a haircut, and we could conversate, and you'll get your answer. It would be definitely a no, because I am not open right now for no relationship. But what I want to do, now, but when it comes to my clients, I want them to understand, like, I'm about my job. Like, I'm not with dating and none of that. Like, and say if I do want to date, and if I was stupid to date a client, baby, you still gonna pay for this haircut. That's what you're gonna do.
Right. So like I said, yeah, exactly. That's what I say. Keep it professional. Keep his business. You're my client. That's what it is.
Cut a check, nigga. Like, be like, fuck is he talking about? You still get like, you gonna cut this check? Yeah.
No, but I can't. But I can't. She mentioned something about dating. I want to ask you something about dating because I want to know what is the reason why you don't want to date right now. What is the main reason why you want to date right now?
Well, the main reason why I don't want to date, because I'm sure you probably hear women say it's distracting and stuff like that, which is kind of true. But I just really haven't met that person that really is supportive. And supportive to know, like, okay, she's focused. Let me, support her dream, or push her, motivate her, stuff like that, So I guess in Florida, you just don't find the right one. I guess up north is where the good guys are, huh?
No, listen. You got some cornballs up there too. But the thing is, you got some cornballs up there too. The thing is, we living in a different age, and I felt even embarrassed to even say this.
That's why.
The men now are not going to support women, especially women on their dreams. Not a lot of them. It's a special type of man. You feel what I'm saying? And
right.
You know what I mean? And another thing too, you did kind of mention something earlier, would kind of let me know something that if somebody did wanted to come into your life, they got to be very, very serious, because you sound like somebody who's been through a lot. You sound like you sound like somebody who's been through a lot. You sound like somebody who had to go through a whole rehealing, reconstruction to re-love yourself. So you know what I mean? That is important. So a real man would have to come and acknowledge that and understand that you don't need nobody in all actuality. And so somebody would be here to just to compliment you and to understand that, you know what I mean, to compliment your situation. And you are right. But you know, life is all about people. You know what I mean? Life is all about people. We're not meant to be alone, regardless of what anybody ever told you that. And I think that as we get older, we think it's easier to be alone because we don't want the drama.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
But if you look at your parents' age, and I don't know if your mom was married or not, you know what I'm saying? You know that we all supposed to be pair up together, but we have to look for a mate as serious as we go for this money.
Right. That is true. That is so true.
I honestly think the way I've been sitting here talking to you for this last 30 minutes, you seem very feminine, very nice, very easygoing to talk to. It was not hard. I don't have to listen. I don't know you. I could tell you. I could tell you'll be a good wife. I don't even know you. Just having a conversation. Just as nice as you're talking to me, I don't feel no negative energy from you. I could tell if somebody will be lucky to be with you, especially as a much of a hustler you are. Yeah.
No, I think most of the guys she meets are intimidated by her, because you gotta understand something, Hakeem. You date someone like her. Remember, most of her clients are men.
Yeah.
They don't like their woman doing hair for another man.
Listen, no, you're right. Listen. And somebody will have to be strong in himself and secure in himself, knowing that she's talking to men every day. Because she's gonna meet a couple niggas in there with a bag. Real bag niggas go get their cuts. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be able to be understanding that, hey, you know, this is my business. You come in there, bring me my latte.
And then you gotta, and I feel like it's how you meet the person for you to respect that this person is not going to overstep boundaries. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah.
So if the guy met me, not being my client or anything, but if he met me and see that, hey, I respect myself as much as I respect you when you're not around, like, just, understand and trust that that's happening while I'm at work, you know?
Yeah. Lots of time it's a control thing.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? And one thing, I've said this before, Black women are not property. They're gifts.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're gifts. So they're gifts. So we're supposed to serve each other. If you serve me, I'm supposed to serve you. I'm supposed to be, I'm your provider, your protector, you're my woman. And that's the thing. So I just want to commend you. I got to give you 100% props. No matter whoever your mama is. I bet you your mama is an island woman. Because the way it's sturdy.
Yes, she is. We're Jamaican.
I love Jamaican women. I love Jamaican women, because I'm telling you, they got that Rasta spirit in them.
She already, hey, you done fucked up now, boy. You don't already.
I love Jamaican women, man. My ex was a Jamaican woman. I love Jamaican women.
As much as we love island women here, you say you Jamaican, you been hiding this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see how she look at my dread, the dread is like God. You get what I'm saying?
I should have figured out something, because I ain't never seen nobody that color coordinating on them clothes. I'm like, she had to be. You listen, because Jamaican women, they come out here and stunt. They come out here. Listen, they come out here. It be a broken faucet sometime when you see them out here, boy. But yeah, So no.
Thank you.
No, definitely, sweetheart. Respect. So I don't know if you got anything. Let people know where you at, where they can find you. I'm gonna have your information in the description. And if there's anything you want to tell women or any last to tell to our viewers,
or your final thoughts.
Women, like women that trying to aspire to be a barber, or trying to do hair, or even trying to aspire to do different things besides that. Like, what would you tell them?
I would let them know is don't be afraid. go for it. And don't be intimidated by none. Don't be if you're trying to be in a men's field and you see where the industry is lacking and where you would like to be a part of it to fix, go for it. Go for it. And if you see and if you go over like road bumps, don't give up. Go for it. Do what you want to do, especially if you dream it. Go for it. Go for it. But you guys can find me in Cooper City, Florida. The shop is called Exclusive Barbers. We're located 5121 North 90th Ave, right by Cooper City High School.
IG, Facebook.
IG.
Oh, sorry about that. My Instagram is Mshairconnoisser, and it's spelled MSCONN. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. NNOISS. EUR. Mshairconnoisser.
And listen here, you jive turkeys, when you come there, give her a motherfucking tip. Don't be fucking cheap. You green ass niggas, don't be fucking cheap. Give a fucking tip.
And also one more question. Do you do home visit or no? You do not do home visit.
And I was gonna tell you guys I do house visits.
That's extra paper right there.
Visits is at 200 for house visits.
Okay. No. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm just saying that that's not bad.
That comes with a complimentary drink for y'all. So don't think that I'm just charging you $200 and not giving you an experience.
Yeah. So. I'm asking what you said self-care costs.
Yes, it does.
You shouldn't worry about the price if you try to take care of yourself. And that's
and another question I want to ask you too, because there's people like me that have a lot of dreads. You know, I think that guys now are growing their hair. The package also include hair getting done with the shape up, or just the hair getting done all separate?
Okay, so into my booking app, you're gonna see different categories. So you're gonna see men's haircut, you're gonna see women's haircut, and you're gonna see braids or styles. So I have different categories for that. When it comes to the men and they want to get their braids, I got a category called braids and fades, where you guys can, look at how much I charge for certain styles and certain cuts that you want. I have this one package that a few people pick, which is called the King Treatment. That comes with any hairstyle, or, say like you have dreads, that comes with that, a haircut, and a facial with a massage.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, before that is another question, and you meant shortly, Winston. What are the best resources to help you? I know, is there any other resources besides the app? Because I think this is something I've never really heard before, as far as barbers using a booking app. Because I've never the dude I've dealt with, I don't even know if he use an Android phone. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, word of mouth. Clients, letting other people, know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm seeing from my experience, it's me doing more word of mouth.
So you think that's have worked better than Instagram?
No, not really, because Instagram actually got me a few people, and I was shocked. I was like, where you guys came from, But Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Oh wow!
You heard what she said. Utilize your tech. These social media apps, they're working, and you didn't pay for no ads. This is just straight organic.
No, I haven't paid for no ads. No ads.
That's impressive.
But I ain't gonna lie, I keep just looking at her. At the end of the day, she's a sexy woman. So soon you click on your mind, you gonna be like, wait a minute, you do hair, so that's kind of gonna automatically bring you in.
No, definitely. But I gotta commend you, because here's the thing. lot of men do not utilize social media the way women do. And I think that is an advantage you probably have against a lot of people, because us men, even, you know, we do this stuff. I barely even get on the Chaos Kitchen Radio app, the Instagram to be promoting. So I'm just saying, like, this is why I say there's a lot men could learn from you too, as far as just the way you're doing customer acquisition. You know what I mean? This is one thing that I think it's important for men and women to listen to you, to be like, hey, she's doing this and she's able to keep clientele because she understands social media. You're using a booking app, which I've never heard no nigga barber use. No black man barber use a booking app.
They're slowly but surely doing it now. Slowly but surely. Because, you know, I mean, even with my owner here, the owner that owns the shop at Cooper City, which he taught me, I have a book. I don't just use the booking app or anything like that too. I also have an actual appointment book that I have, and I write the clients' names and stuff like that. So by the end of the week, I just text all my clients and let them know, hey, well, I text the ones that get their haircuts every 2 weeks or every month, whenever that time comes, and let them know their next appointment's coming up.
What about merchandising? Do you ever think about getting into merchandising?
Yeah, I'm slowly but surely branding myself, doing that. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Queen, I support you. You are an inspiration. I don't know if any real nigga ever told you that.
Thank you.
You are an inspiration, and I just wanna. I can't see what you're gonna look like in the next 5 years. I'm putting that in the air.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
That in the universe.
I really appreciate you.
So,
brother, yeah, but you got folks, y'all, you already know, man. I be saying it all the time. You don't discriminate. Everybody has something to offer to this platform. Everybody has something to offer into this world. This is a prime example to show you that your talents could go as far as the sky above us. You get what I'm saying? So you already know, guys. That being said, KI Culture Radio, we out.
Peace.